to Deep Sea Crafts Day 2. I'm Miss Christy and I'm here to show you our science experiment today. How many of you like to swim? Do you like to dive? Have you ever noticed a feeling in your eardrums when you dive down deep into a pool? That's called water pressure. God designed water pressure, and the way it works is the deeper you go down into the water, the greater the pressure. Imagine you're trying to hold up 50 jumbo jets. Now here's the crazy thing. The water pressure is so off the charts, high at the bottom of the ocean, it'd be like a person trying to hold up 50 jumbo jets. Of course that's not possible, and no person could survive the water at the bottom of the ocean because God didn't design our bodies to be able to handle that much crushing pressure. But what's cool is He did design certain animals and plants to be able to survive down there. To them, the pressure is no biggie. The flapjack octopus, which is your animal of the day, is one of those. And what's even more amazing is God knows where every one of those animals is and what it's doing every second. He's even there with them. He's everywhere at the same time. He's not part of His creation, but He's with His creation. As we watch this demo we're going to do today, it shows the effects of pressure crushing in a can. Let's think about our incredible God who knows how to create animals that could withstand incredible pressure. So for today, for day 2, your supplies are going to be a soda can, and it currently has the tab on, so we're going to take that tab off right now. We're going to take that off, set this aside, we won't need it. And then you also have a tray for ice, and we're going to want to make sure that that's filled up and frozen before we get started. You'll also have some tongs, which are going to be important for grabbing your can. You're also going to want a bowl. So this bowl needs to have a bottom that's big enough, that's about at least the size of the bottom of the can, but can be bigger. So you're going to want to take your frozen ice, put it into the bowl with some water. And then we also have some boiling water. So I put mine in a kettle, and this is going to be something you want an adult to do. Something we don't want kids to do because it's too hot. So you're going to fill up your can about just a couple of inches. It doesn't need to be all the way to the top. So we're going to take our hot boiling water, put it into the can. And the can is hot, so we want to be really careful. We want to grab our tongs, and we're going to take this can, and you probably want to use your more dominant hand so that you've got a firm grip with the tongs. And we're going to flip this can upside down and put it into the water. Ready?
Hi everyone, and welcome to Day 2 Crafts. I'm Miss Megan, and today we're going to be making a seashell necklace. Have you ever been to the beach and looked for seashells? They come in all shapes and sizes, don't they? But did you know that seashells are the hard outer covering or the skeleton of an animal? God designed our skeleton to be on the inside, but He put theirs on the outside. When the animal dies and the soft parts of the body are gone, just the shell or the skeleton is left. The amazing thing is that God knows every one of those sea animals when it was born and when it died. And He knows everything in between. God knows everything about everyone at the same time, all the time. He doesn't ever learn anything new, and He isn't surprised by anything. If you're ever feeling lonely or scared about something, it can be comforting to know that God knows you and cares for you much, much more dearly than He does about the sea creatures. You are dearly loved by God. Our seashell necklaces will be a great reminder of that. To make our seashell necklaces, we gave you supplies in the Day 2 craft bag. The supplies that we have are straws that you will be cutting to make custom beads for your necklace. You will have a string for your necklace, a seashell pendant to remind us about how much God cares about us, and beads to make our necklace and make a pattern on it. You are going to need scissors to cut your custom beads. I'm going to start by cutting my straws into thirds. So that means I'm going to be making 2 cuts, and I'm going to try to make them about the same distance. So I'm going to be making it into 3 even chunks. So I'm going to cut my custom beads out of the straw. I'm gonna keep those in a little pile so that I can make a pattern on my seashell necklaces. Now this is a necklace for you and for you to wear to remind you about how much God loves you, so you'll be able to make the pattern however you want. Once you're done making your custom straw beads, now it's time to start designing your necklace. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my string and I'm going to be putting my seashell pendant in the middle. So you want to take one end and stick it through this little metal loop that's on your seashell. Once you have your seashell on, put it right in the middle on your table, like this. Now I'm going to start making a pattern. So that means whatever I put on one side of the string, I'm also going to be putting on the other side. So I'm going to start with red. I'm going to put red. I'm going to put one of my red custom beads on one side. And if your string starts to get a little frayed and hard to put your beads on, you can just take a little bit of tape, put it around the end of your string, and then that way it'll stay nice and sharp and easy to put your beads on. So I'm just gonna wrap the tape around the end of the string, and that way it'll be easier to put my beads on. I'm just gonna trim off the extra tape and do it to the other side. Now to make a pattern, whatever I put on one side of the string, I need to put on the other. So I put a red section of straw on one side, so I'm gonna put a red section on the other side, and then I'm gonna space out my straw beads with some of the smaller beads in the bag. So I'm gonna choose a color, and I'm gonna make mine matching. So I think I'm gonna do, maybe I'll do dark pink. Now you can choose whatever colors you want. I'm gonna put that on my string, one pink bead on one side, another pink bead on the other side. After I put one of my beads on, then I'm gonna put another section of straw. I'm gonna do a purple section next. So I'm gonna put purple on one side, and then purple on another. You can add as many beads to your necklace as you want. Then I'm gonna add another, I think I'm gonna do light purple. Ooh, if I have two of them. Oh, I don't think I have two of them, so I'm gonna do 2 yellow beads. I'm trying to make mine look kind of tropical, like something I would wear to the beach. And then I'm gonna do my blue bead, or my blue straws. So I'm gonna put one on one side, one on the other. And I'm gonna finish mine by adding some beads at the end. I'm gonna finish it off with some green beads. Now, like I said, you can keep adding sections of straw or more beads. You can use all the beads in the bag. It's up to you. This is what my seashell necklace looks like. When you're all done with your seashell necklace, you can either tie it or ask an adult to tie it. How I like to tie it is I take both of the ends of the string together. I make a loop, I tuck the 2 ends into the bottom of the loop, into the middle of the loop, and then I pull it to create a knot. That way, I can wear my awesome seashell necklace.